Every legend takes time to be born, and in the case of Grand Theft Auto 6, time might just be its biggest enemy. Because right now, behind closed doors, whispers are spreading across the gaming industry that Rockstar's most ambitious project ever might not arrive in May 2026 as promised. It might be pushed back again to October 2026. And the reason? Well, it's not just about polishing the game, it's about rewriting gaming history. The GTA 6 delay rumor. The story begins with a name every serious gamer knows, Tom Henderson. If you've followed gaming news over the last decade, you've heard of him. He's not one of those anonymous Reddit insiders who vanish after a bad prediction. He's one of the few who's earned his credibility the hard way, by being right. When Henderson reports something, the industry listens. He's broken real stories. From Call of Duty's Warzone launch leaks to early details about Battlefield 2042. And when he talks about GTA 6, people don't scroll past. They sit up and pay attention. According to Henderson's sources at Insider Gaming, Grand Theft Auto 6 might not arrive on its promised date, May 2026. Instead, Rockstar could be planning something quietly behind the scenes, a strategic shift, a move that would push the release into October 2026, 5 months later. Now, to the average gamer, that might sound like a small delay. But in Rockstar's world, 5 months can mean everything, because this studio doesn't just polish games, they rebuild them from the inside out until every light flicker, every reflection, every line of dialogue feels alive. When Rockstar delays a game, it's not because they missed a date on a calendar, it's because they've seen something the rest of us haven't yet. A missing detail, a broken moment, a scene that doesn't feel perfect. And to Rockstar, perfect isn't negotiable. When they delay a game, it's not just a delay, it's a statement, a declaration that what they're building deserves more than just good enough, the Rockstar pattern. And if you've been around long enough, you know this isn't the first time. Rockstar has made a habit of testing the patience of millions, but always for a reason. Let's go back to 2012. Grand Theft Auto 5 had just been announced. The trailers looked unreal. 3 playable characters, a living Los Santos, a map that dwarfed anything we'd seen before. Fans marked their calendars, pre-orders opened. The hype was unreal. Then came the news. A delay, months longer. People were furious. Forums exploded. Players accused Rockstar of losing control. Memes flooded the internet. But when the game finally dropped in September 2013, the entire gaming world stopped to watch. The moment Franklin drove through Los Santos with the sun setting behind the Vinewood sign, it wasn't just another open world game, it was a cultural reset. The detail, the voice acting, the storytelling. Rockstar hadn't just delivered, they had changed the standard forever. That delay everyone hated, it suddenly didn't matter. The same story repeated in 2018 with Red Dead Redemption 2. Another long, painful wait, another round of frustration and doubt, and then silence. When it finally arrived, people realized what those extra months were for. Every inch of that game, from the way Arthur Morgan's breath fogged in the cold morning air, to the way the horses reacted to thunder and felt handcrafted. Every corner of that world told a story. That's not just programming, that's artistry. So maybe Rockstar's perfectionism isn't a curse. Maybe it's their secret weapon. They don't care about release windows or beating competitors or quarterly earnings. They care about legacy. They care about rewriting what's possible again and again. And that's exactly why if GTA 6 does get pushed to October 2026, it won't be a sign of failure. It'll be a sign that Rockstar is once again doing what they've always done best, refusing to settle for anything less than legendary. Why the delay makes sense. When you look closer, a delay actually makes perfect sense. The second GTA 6 trailer, with its jaw-dropping visuals, lifelike animations, and raw emotional tone, revealed something deeper. This isn't just another GTA. This is Rockstar's masterpiece. We're talking about a living version of Vice City rebuilt from the ground up, where every street has a story, every NPC has a memory, and the world breathes like a real place. The ambition is unreal. Dynamic weather, AI police coordination, evolving ecosystems, real-time events, even emotional depth in the story of Lucia and Jason. Rockstar isn't just building a game, they're building a simulation of life itself. So if the project needs a few extra months, maybe we should let them take it. The debate inside the industry. But not everyone agrees. While Henderson insists a delay is coming, another voice is challenging that claim. YouTuber Luke Stevens says his internal source inside Rockstar believes otherwise. According to that insider, the developers are confident, laser-focused on making the May 2026 date happen. They've been working in overdrive since the first trailer dropped, with tighter production schedules and massive internal pressure to hit the promised window. So now, we're left in the middle of two possibilities. a respected journalist warning fans to prepare for disappointment, and a supposed insider claiming Rockstar's already ahead of schedule. Who do we believe? The weight of expectation. Let's be honest, there's never been a game that's carried pressure quite like Grand Theft Auto 6. It's been over 12 years since GTA 5 changed the entire landscape of open world gaming. 12 years since we first stepped into Los Sanos, 12 years since Michael, Franklin, and Trevor became household names. Since then, we've seen an entire generation of consoles come and go. We've lived through rumors, endless leaks, fake trailers with millions of views, fan-made maps that look so real people thought they were official, and conspiracy-level theories trying to decode every frame of Rockstar's teasers. But through it all, Rockstar said nothing. They watched, they listened, and they waited, because GTA 6 was never meant to be just another sequel. It was meant to be a statement, a declaration that Rockstar still defines what open world really means. They know what's at stake. They know that when GTA 6 finally releases, it's not just another game launch, it's a worldwide event. The kind that pauses the internet, the kind that makes headlines on news networks, crashes servers, and fills cities with that familiar sound. The radio hum of a stolen car echoing through a digital city that feels too real. That's the weight Rockstar's carrying right now. Every trailer, every screenshot, every rumor adds pressure, and in the middle of all that noise, they're trying to finish what might be the most ambitious video game ever attempted. So maybe that's why October 2026 doesn't sound like a delay. Maybe it sounds like a warning, a message from Rockstar saying, we're not done making history yet. Because when they finally press launch on this thing, they know the entire world will be watching, and once again, everything else will stop. What comes next? Officially, nothing has changed. Rockstar's message is clear. May 26th, 2026. That's the day the world gets GTA 6. But behind the polished press releases, inside private industry chats, journalist circles, and developer communities, a different story is starting to form. One built on whispers, tension, and quiet concern. Some developers are saying the project is too massive to hit its current deadline. Others claim internal teams are still deep in optimization and testing. That Rockstar's level of detail is pushing next-gen hardware further than anyone expected. Because this isn't a small game. We're talking about a fully living world, one that changes, reacts, and grows with every player's decision. There are reports that the physics engine, built from scratch, handles thousands of active AI entities at once. That weather systems dynamically affect driving, shooting, even how pedestrians behave, and that's not even counting the story. Lucia and Jason's narrative is rumored to be Rockstar's most cinematic yet, with branching dialogue, emotional depth, and character-driven missions that blur the line between cutscene and gameplay. So when insiders whisper that the game's too big to finish in time, it's not about incompetence, it's about ambition. Maybe the final months of QA testing are taking longer than expected. Maybe the internal deadlines for voice acting, facial animation, and story integration are still shifting. Or maybe Rockstar is playing the long game. Think about it. October sits right before the holiday season, the most profitable time of the year for entertainment. It's when people are off work, school's out, and every gamer on Earth is ready to lose themselves in something massive. Releasing GTA 6 then, after the hype of summer dies down, wouldn't just make sense, it would make history. Because Rockstar doesn't chase competition. They time their moments like filmmakers, like artists who know exactly when the world is ready to listen. So if that 5-month delay really happens, it might not be a setback at all. It might be Rockstar setting the stage for another cultural explosion, the kind that doesn't just dominate gaming, but defines it for the next decade.